Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived an old man with his son. The boy was lazy and refused to work, spending his days wandering aimlessly, which greatly troubled the old man. Wanting to teach his son a lesson, the old man called him over and said, "My son, take the watch from the cupboard and go to the market to ask for its price." The boy obeyed and received many different answers. Some people said 500, others said 800, and some even said 1,000. When he returned home, he told his father what he had heard. The old man simply nodded and told him to put the watch back. The next day, the old man called his son again and instructed him to take the watch and ask people for the price of the mechanism inside. The boy was confused but followed his father's instructions. When he went to the market, people were surprised and mocked him, thinking he was crazy. Finally, an old watchmaker understood the question and said, "My son, time is priceless. Even with millions of dollars, you cannot buy back a single second. What truly matters is how you use your time." Hearing this, the boy felt as if he had awakened from a deep sleep. He returned home and told his father everything. From that day on, he completely changed. This story carries an important message. Time is the most valuable asset. Use it wisely. The next day, the old man called his son again and said, "Take the watch from the cupboard and bring it to the market. But this time, do not ask about the price of the watch itself. Instead, ask people about the value of the mechanism inside." The boy felt confused but obeyed his father. He took the watch to the market and asked about the value of the mechanism inside. People looked puzzled, not understanding what he meant. Some gave him annoyed looks, while others mocked and laughed at him. Yesterday, he asked for the price of the watch, and today he's asking for the price of its mechanism. "What's wrong with him?" they whispered. The boy started feeling anxious and embarrassed. No one could answer his question. Just as he was about to give up, he passed by an old watchmaker's shop. The watchmaker was busy with his work, but paused when he heard the boy's question. He looked at him kindly and said, "My son, true value does not lie in outward appearance, but in what's inside. Just like this watch, its outer casing may have different prices depending on who values it, but the mechanism inside, the time itself, is priceless. You may spend millions to buy a watch, but you can never buy back even a single second of lost time." Hearing this, the boy suddenly felt enlightened. He realized that time is the most precious thing in life, something that cannot be bought or reclaimed. He returned home, told his father everything, and from that moment on, he changed. He began to cherish every moment and live his life with purpose. When the boy returned home, he recounted the entire event to his father. The old man smiled gently, looked at his son, and said, "Children, when you took the watch to the market, everyone valued it in their own way. But when you asked about the value of the mechanism inside, no one could give you an answer. This is just like time in every person's life. Time is the most precious thing, yet few truly understand and appreciate it." The old man paused for a moment, then continued, "Your life is like this watch. If you live without valuing time, you will waste it meaninglessly. But if you understand that every passing second is priceless, you will learn to make the most of your time and do meaningful things." His father's words made the boy deeply reflect. He recalled all the days he had been lazy, wandering around without doing anything useful. He realized how much time he had wasted without even realizing it. The old man patted his son on the shoulder and gently said, "Time has both a good side and a bad side. The bad side is that it passes without waiting for anyone. But the good side is that you have the power to decide how you use it. Everyone, whether rich or poor, has the same 24 hours in a day. The important thing is what you choose to do with that time." The boy looked at his father, his heart filled with both regret and determination. From that day on, he changed. He was no longer lazy, no longer wasted time on meaningless things. He focused on learning, working, and cherishing every moment in life. This story conveys a profound lesson. Time is free, yet priceless. We cannot buy it, we cannot hold on to it, but we can use it wisely. Once it is gone, we can never get it back. So treasure your time and make the most of every moment. Toihu. After hearing his father's words, the boy felt something change deep within him. In the past, he had always thought that time was infinite, that each day passed just like the one before, without any real significance. But now, he realized that time was the most precious thing a person could have, and if he wasted it, he would never be able to get it back. From that day on, the boy was no longer lazy or aimless. He started focusing on useful activities, listening to his father's teachings, and making an effort to learn. He understood that every passing second had value, and the best way to use time was to turn it into a tool for self-improvement. The old man looked at his son with eyes full of pride. At last, the lesson he had tried to teach had made an impact. He knew that only through personal experience could the boy truly understand the value of time. This story reminds us that time is the most valuable asset that everyone possesses, yet not everyone knows how to use it wisely. It is free, yet priceless. Once it has passed, we can never reclaim it. Therefore, cherish every moment and use your time wisely so you will not have regrets later. The boy's life changed completely after learning the lesson about time. He no longer wasted his days wandering aimlessly, but instead focused on meaningful activities. He worked hard, studied diligently, and cherished every moment in life. The old man looked at his son with pride. He knew that the boy had truly understood the value of time, something not everyone realizes early in life. A simple yet profound lesson had helped him mature, appreciate time, and strive to build a better future. Time is a priceless gift given to everyone. It cannot be bought or held onto, but it can be used wisely. Those who make the most of their time will lead a meaningful life, while those who waste it will soon feel regret. This story conveys an important message. Time is free, yet incredibly valuable. Live every moment to the fullest, be grateful for the present, and always look forward. If this story resonates with you, share it with others, and never forget to treasure every moment of your life.